Westerner Park held their annual general meeting last week, and the results are as follows. I guess joining me right now is President Michael Dunleavy. Michael, tell us what was the result of the meeting?
Well, the administration recommended a budget to the board, and the result then was included in that recommendation was a parking rate increase of $1 to bring the parking fee to $4, and that's the first increase we've had since it was instituted a couple of years ago.
Now, some people may be surprised that $1 increase is coming so soon, but there's been a significant change in electricity.
Well, that is only part of it. I mean, certainly utility costs have gone up significantly for Westerner Park, and not just because of additional events that we've held, but also because of, frankly, utility rates and so on. But really as well, what's really important to know is that everything that for which the patrons pay, like for parking and so on, that money is put back into the whole facility. So it's helping to fund the expansion that was recently announced at the Centrium, where we're adding 1,000 new seats plus the boxes and so on. It allows us then to bid for things like the Memorial Cup, although unsuccessful, but it also positions us for the Brier and a lot more top-notch events like we just had for Seinfeld, for example. So that's how the money is being used.
Now, there's a rumor out there that says that one of the reasons why it's going up is because we didn't get as many concerts here as we had hoped.
Well, it isn't so much the rumor. I mean, the reality is that in some cases bands are staying home throughout, and that's evident throughout North America with the current economics. But the fact is that we have increased maintenance costs, we have increased utility costs, but also we want to help keep Westerner Park sustainable. And again, we're the only agricultural society, fair and exposition in Alberta that actually makes money on operations. And so what we want to do by having added 580 new stalls over the past couple of years, being able to make sure they're top-notch, we provide more parking than Northlands or the Stampede. And frankly, you park at Northlands or the Stampede, you pay $13 to $16. We didn't think that increase was significant, or significant enough that people would feel that was an undue burden, but it's a reasonable price, and it, again, goes right back into the facilities.
And as far as facilities go inside, will we see any price increases with food or anything like that?
Well, actually, we've again, in reviewing that budget, we didn't foresee any material increases to some of those costs. So as a result, we're not going to be passing along just sort of to increase our prices for the sake of it. We would only be doing that if our costs did not match up to what sort of pricing we wanted to try and achieve.
And once again, they are a not-for-profit group, so...
Well, indeed. We're a not-for-profit agricultural society. It's owned by the community. It's a community resource. Indeed, that's why the province and the city invested the amount of money that they did into the capital expansion. So again, we want to make sure as a board that we're acting responsibly on the recommendations of administration to make sure that we keep ourselves sustainable, that we're not running a deficit. We didn't want to do that, and this is one way that we'll help ensure it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Michael.
Thank you.
It's Michael Dunleavy, President at the Westerner Park.